Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Bible Story Time here at St. Nicholas Church. We're so very happy you could join us today. I hope that you're actually going to be able to enjoy all this beautiful weather. I hope you've been outside or will go outside today. It's just so lovely. So go out and enjoy that sunshine. My story today, I'm going to actually start doing a bunch of stories that kind of go together. Jesus went up on the mountain to preach and gave a part of the Bible that we call the Sermon on the Mount. And so the Sermon on the Mount is a lot of little stories that Jesus taught to teach people. He kind of gave us, I don't want to say rules, but maybe things we can live by. It's how he taught us to pray the Our Father, and he gave us all kinds of things to help us. So I'm going to do a little piece from the Sermon on the Mount each week for the next couple of weeks. If I did them all, it would be way too much to discuss and too much to handle. So we're going to start with one. And I'm not even going to do all of the pieces. I'm just going to pick and choose the ones I think would be best for us to talk about. So today, I'm going to talk about salt and light. So Jesus went up on the mountain to preach to the group of people. And he said, "You are like salt for everyone on earth. But if salt no longer tastes like salt, how can it make food salty? All it is good for is to be thrown out and walked on. You are like light for the whole world to see. A city built on top of a hill cannot be hidden. And no one would light a lamp and put it under a clay pot. A lamp is placed on the lampstand where it can give light to everyone in their house. Make your light shine so that others will see the good that you do and will praise your Father in heaven." So that's just the first part we're going to talk about today. So salt. Jesus just compared us to salt and to light. And you're kind of like, what? Salt and light. Okay. So salt, what Jesus means by that is that salt in Jesus' time was a very big deal. It wasn't like today where you can just go to the supermarket and buy some salt and everybody has salt in their house. It wasn't like that. In fact, Roman soldiers sometimes got salt as part of their pay. It would be in with their pay. So salt was hard to come by, and it was very important. Not only did it help give food flavor, but it would help preserve things. So they could put fish in salt and preserve it, and the fish would last longer. Because remember, Jesus didn't have refrigerators and cans and all kinds of stuff like we have now to keep our food lasting longer. So salt was really important. And what Jesus means is by you are salt is that you need to be the best you and bring that out, right? Salt brings out the flavor in something. That's what we have to be. We have to bring out our flavor and then share our flavor. Salt, if it is not good and it starts to go bad, can become corrosive. So you could actually put salt on a piece of metal, and if you left it long enough, it would actually start to make the metal look like prickly and pockmarked. So if we're not taking care of ourselves and we let the things that make us sin and the things that make us do wrong slide in, our salt would get corrosive and it would be bad. So what you want to remember is to let those good things come out and be yourself and share that so that you're making flavor around the world and around your community. So now we're going to sometimes do bad, and maybe some of those things will start to slip in and our salt might start to get corrosive, might start to go bad. But we can redeem ourselves, say our sorry, Jesus forgives us, and we can move on, and our salt has flavor again. So share your flavor with people around you. And your flavor can be things that you're good at, things that show how helpful you are, anything that shows how you're letting Christ's love be in your heart and come out. So just like the flavor comes out, let Christ come out of your heart. And then Jesus compares us to light. I think light's easier to understand, right? We wouldn't put a candle if the power went out and put a candle and cover it up. We'd want the light. We're so used to just flipping on a switch and we have light. But Jesus had to have candles. And he said no one would put a candle and light it so that we'd have the light and cover it up. Or you wouldn't share your light, right? If the power goes out and you only got one or two flashlights, you're going to share with everybody so that everybody in the house can have that light. And he says that a city on a hilltop can't be hidden. So if you put a city way up high and it's all bright and with its lights, everyone's going to see it, right? Think like if we look at the skyline of New York City, all those big bright lights, you can't hide that. So Jesus is saying, let that light come out. Let your light shine. And when you do good and you represent Jesus in that way, your light is shining and you're representing Jesus to the world, and people will see that and we'll praise God. So light and salt kind of go together. Kind of strange things to think about. We never think about them going together, but they do, because in both cases, Jesus is saying, take the faith and the love you have inside your heart, put it out, and share it with everyone. All your wonderful talents, things that you're good at, like I said before, being helpful. And those are the things that we want to show our light, our love for Jesus. So salt and light, two crazy things to think about, but you are salt and you are light. And those are wonderful things. So go today and tell Mom, Mom, I am the salt of the earth and you are the light of Christ, all right here in your heart. So I hope you enjoyed our Bible story, our first piece of our Sermon on the Mount. I know that if we look up Saddleback Kids, there are all kinds of things about the Sermon on the Mount. I don't know if you want to jump ahead yet. If you go and look on YouTube, you might see one I haven't read yet, but you can. But I hope that you enjoyed it. Now go outside and enjoy the sunshine and have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.